It's Eric Costello. Baltimore City's under the consent decree. Baltimore County ain't. Eric Costello signed off on this, but he been silent about my kidnapping. Y'all talking about the Baltimore County schools? The man was talking about racism and calling, he was extremely racist. Well, so were you. When President Biden came to town, y'all let them remove me from the event. Making a documentary about Baltimore ain't against the law. I used the toilet to do it. Adulting is hard. All right? Hate, discrimination, and prejudice have no place in our community, especially our schools. The statements being circulated are, I can't read the word, and my administration is providing our full support for Baltimore County Police has conducted a thorough investigation. Following the conclusion of this investigation, I know swift action will be taken to those involved and be held accountable. All right, that's Baltimore County Executive Johnny Olszewski. All right, social media for social change. All right, social media for social change. It's my profile picture. All right, this is on Twitter, X, the universe. All right, whistleblower. I want to testify in front of the grand jury. This is the article I posted 24 minutes ago. In 2011, I put a toilet in front of the courthouse. That toilet was about the racism in the courts. It was about the racism in the courts. All right? That was my post, Monday Morning Madness. I left my toilet in front of the Baltimore County Courthouse. Secrets will not block justice. All right? And we talking about your secret of racism and your corruption. A toilet don't care if you black, white, straight, or gay. A toilet take your shit every day. That's why I use a toilet. It's a prop for my movie, Let Us Design. All right? Spokesman for the museum. All right. He claimed that the Baltimore Police Commissioner, Congressman, and American visionary all own one of these creations. All right? The spokesman for the museum admitted that to the Baltimore Sun that Davis left one of the toilets at the Visionary Arts Museum. Rebecca Hirschberger testified in my trial. That's Governor Westmore. All right? And it's a legal notice. Governor Westmore, I asked for exoneration. In the 2023 session, you didn't do nothing. That's Governor Westmore. That's Governor Westmore. All right? And this is about my whistleblower's application. I'm an activist. I'm not a terrorist. It's my whistleblower's application. All right? This is to prove I was making a movie about racism in your judicial system. That's notarized. Commission 2012. I also filed a $250 million claim against Baltimore County. $250 million gives me 250 million reasons to do this. Just like the Westboro Baptist Church, I got a freedom of speech. See the date? March 3rd, 2011. In a Facebook world, don't count on privacy, all right? Social media for social change. Y'all got this. This is all part of my Jailhouse Diary. And this is page 1, filed for public defender, all right? You got that? Pre-trial evidence. You feel me? We talking about Scott Shellenberger and the corruption in Scott Shellenberger's office. You feel me? And we talking about the Baltimore Sun. David Smith is getting ready to buy the Baltimore Sun. He's got Fox. And David Smith is part of that $250 million lawsuit. Get Shorty, Falls Road. See the date? 2006. Scott Shellenberger got this. All right? Because it's Baltimore, rewired, the money behind the machine. All right? The money behind the machine. Whistleblower. All right? The movie. The whistleblower, the movie. All right? And we talking about Scott Shellenberger after a ceasefire. That's a whistleblower's application to the United States Senate. Senator Ben Cardin has this information. All right? That's Scott Shellenberger, and these are the judges. All right? And we talking about Jim Crow. Johnny Olszewski said he's going to address racism. Well, we got it right here in the book. That's my Community Verizon Award. And that's Rob Fix. You can Google Let Us Design. That's my FBI file and the tape, recorded conversations. See that? See that? Governor O'Malley, Lieutenant Governor Anthony Brown, Charles Gibson, World News Tonight, Baltimore Sun, Brent Jones, ABC, CBS, Fox 45. That's the Department of Justice. Y'all got my paperwork. That's Fox 45, David Smith, Peter Janis. You feel me? Y'all had this. It's about your prison industry. You feel me? Maryland's prison industry. And that's Scott Shellenberger. And it's all right here. I put it in a book. Baltimore Rewired, the money behind the machine. We talking about the cover-up crew. Because she going to testify too. That's Donald Trump. We talking about the 13th Amendment and the money that Maryland makes off of black bodies. These are the cases. And that's Kwesi Fumi. He asked for the House Judiciary to investigate my incarceration. Right here, February the 2nd at 8:52 a.m. I gave it to the States Attorney Greg Bernstein. You kidnapped me from 1402 Lochner. You feel me? 1402 Lochner. And it says, offender's application for interstate compact transfer. All right? Dear Mr. Davis, your correspondence, December the 11th, 2010. That's Baltimore City Solicitor, George Nielsen. All right? Like I said, I blew the whistle on Baltimore. That's Steny Hoyer. That's Robert Stokes. That's Theroux. And that's me and Valario. And you know who he is. You feel me? So Governor Westmore, in the 2024 session, I want exoneration. Just like Johnny Olszewski said, we're not going to tolerate racism in the schools or the courts. The school to prison pipeline is what you got in Baltimore County at Pikesville High School. Yeah. Project Baltimore, I gave y'all that information a long time ago. That's the toilet. These are my posts. You feel me? These are my posts. President Biden, Governor Westmore, Mayor Brandon Scott. All right? Governor Westmore, supporters of shorties. You feel me? Social media for social change. Governor Westmore, 2020 session. I'm a weaver. So Johnny Olszewski, you said that you're going to prosecute. Y'all got criminal charges against Scott Shellenberger. Y'all got criminal charges against Scott Shellenberger. These are the criminal charges against Scott Shellenberger. Y'all had this. Shorty, pull your mask up? No, we're going to unmask Baltimore. Mayor Brandon Scott can go to jail. Mayor Brandon Scott got this book, had this book for months. I filmed Mayor Brandon Scott. I've been knowing Brandon Scott since he was Councilman Scott. All right? Remember this? Prosecute Sean Rim for hate crimes. People's Congress. All right? School city CEO. All right? This is from 2011. We're talking about Sean Rim, the militarization of your police department. You know what I'm saying? Blacks have no rights. Yeah, we talking about hate crimes. Two sides of Sean Rim. You got Israeli military forces patrolling the streets of Baltimore City and Baltimore County. Izzy know about this. Isaac know about this. And I ain't got a trial yet. Everyone involved, Sheriff Fisher, Judge Turnbull, Mr. Shellenberger, are going to have to tell the truth to the grand jury. Our history, all right? Today, Perkins staff criticized the killing article, all right? You got all that? Governor O'Malley as well, Mr. Snowden. This is a Jailhouse Diary. And that's just page 3. Baptist pastor alleges harassment by police. All right? Claims he was detained for within 15 minutes. That's the Baltimore Sun. That's the Baltimore Sun. You feel me? That's page 4 of the diary. Let's square off with Richard Sher. All right? Teresa Chambers, Whistleblowers Act. Washington Post. Fired for telling the truth. Federal Appeals Court to give her life back. And that's what I want. I want my life back. So, Mayor Brandon Scott, what you going to do about this? I applied for Martin Luther King's job. If you deny you know me on earth, are you going to deny you know me in heaven? Martin Luther King died for Public Accommodations Act. He died to end this racism. He died for us. You feel me? So in the spirit of Martin Luther King, I gave you public accommodations. Racism 101. So Johnny Olszewski, Commissioner Chief McCullough, those criminal charges I handed to y'all in front of everybody. Baltimore County Law Department, you got my paperwork. You need to criminally charge Scott Shellenberger. $250 million in intellectual property theft. I can produce the property that you stole. I got the films. And I'm covered under the First Amendment of the Constitution. Freedom of speech, freedom of assembly. Just like the Westboro Baptist Church, y'all gonna give me what belonged to me. Just like the Westboro Baptist Church, we're gonna go to the Supreme Court. Just like the Westboro Baptist Church, the Baltimore Sun, the Baltimore Brew, WJZ, y'all lied on me. We're going to the Supreme Court with this. If I don't get exoneration, we're going to the Supreme Court. We're talking about the killing and the murder of blacks in America. I stand for Palestine, and this is the reason why. Because you treat blacks the same way that you treat Palestinians. No respect and no rights. Black lives don't matter. Black money do. We got $1.9 trillion in annual spending. That's the black power in America. Black money. And I'm coming after y'all's. The 13th Amendment gives you slavery, so we're going to revisit the 13th Amendment. We're going to revisit it and use Congressman Kwesi Nkrumah's voice, a voice for the people. Do blacks have rights in which white America respects? Just like the Westboro Baptist Church, I got rights, and I'm going to use them. You feel me? I got rights, and I'm going to use them. And these are the rights, just like the Westboro Baptist Church. This is to prove I was making a movie about racism in the judicial system. That's notarized. So Johnny Olszewski, Izzy, from the Baltimore County Board, y'all got to address this. Y'all got to criminally charge Scott Shellenberger. You feel me? You got to criminally charge Scott Shellenberger. And these is the charges. Do blacks have rights in which white America respects? We're going to put this to the test. Racism in the judicial system. The 13th Amendment.